Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Age of Low Elo, the YouTube channel that provides you with nothing but the finest low elo Age of Empires 2 games. My name is Søren, I'm a low elo connoisseur from Germany and I have the very special honor of casting this amazing matchup. Today we're looking at two champions in the medium low elo range, namely, in the blue at 566 elo, Ancient One, playing as the Slavs, as well as, in the red, at 560 elo, you go, playing as the Teutons. The Slavs are an infantry and siege civilization. Their farmers work 15% faster, their siege workshop units cost 15% less, and they get Arson as well as Gambesons for free. Their unique unit is the Boyar, a cavalry unit with a very high melee armor. It's basically a Teutonic knight on a horse. Speaking of Teutonic knights, here we have the Teutons. The Teutons are an infantry civilization. Their farms cost 40% less wood, their barracks and stable units receive additional melee armor in Castle Age and Imperial Age, and they get murder holes as well as herbal medicine for free. Their unique unit is the Teutonic Knight, an infantry unit with extremely high melee armor. Sorry, not pierce armor. It doesn't get a lot of pierce armor, but it does get a lot of melee armor. The map is called Acropolis. It's an open map with players starting on large plateaus. You cannot build on the stone here, and it's quite a steep slope. And guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider clicking on that subscribe button and let's get into this. Now, this is another interesting Civ matchup. These two civilizations are very similar, especially when looking at their unique unit. The Boyar, the unique unit from the Slavs, is basically a Teutonic knight on a horse. And the Teutons, of course, a very defensive civilization. The Slavs, a little bit more aggressive, but anyway. The Teutons are very strong, especially on closed maps like Arena, where they usually have the time to prepare. They get cheap farms, free murder holes, one free additional melee armor in both Castle and Imperial Age. However, the Teutons, they suffer against mobility and raids, so heavy cav archer would be a great play against them. However, Slavs do not get bracer. That could become a problem for them. However, the Slavs do benefit from free Gambesons, which gives their militia line units one additional pierce armor. They also have the unique tech called Druzina, which gives their infantry additional trample damage. Slavs don't get the paladin upgrade, but they have their unique unit, the Boyar, which is an expensive but very powerful cavalry unit, and a lot of units just standing idle there. Do I have enhanced graphics? Alright, now we are playing with enhanced graphics. Very nice. Slavs also get very strong siege units at a discount, so maybe that would be the play against the Teutons. Teutons are slower and tankier, while Slavs offer more mobility and aggressive potential. So that's basically a way to summarize that. Let's see how that goes anyway. So far, Blue's economy looking very stable. He's building a mill next to the forage bushes. Very nice. Both of them scouting the map. Very nice. Here's a little pond. That pond normally generates a little bit closer to the middle. And also here, there's a lot of free space here in the west. This would be a great position for a town center here, a town center here, a town center here. Fantastic. A lot of nothing over here. Crazy. Here you can see all the relics. One relic here, one relic here, one relic here, one relic here. And one more relic over here. We have a lot of deer on the map, but also some gray wolves. And it is highly recommended that at some point you leave your plateau and wander into the world to spread out a little bit. So just in case, if you get attacked, if your plateau gets attacked, then you still have a little bit of a side economy. Here, this is how you do it. Red is doing the right thing. He is going forward. He is building a lumber camp over here. That's a lot of villagers on wood for red, especially when you consider that he's playing as the Teutons, who get very cheap farms. He is also building a mining camp, despite still being in Dark Age. Alright. 6 villagers on that wild boar over there. 3 villagers on the forage bushes. Very nice. I like how that donkey is just moving around in the mill. Very nice. And red is already going up to feudal age. Alright, he really has his economy under control. He's already building farms despite not being in feudal age and despite not having horse collar. But this is alright. This is great. He probably has a build order down for this map. Very nice. Here you have a couple of deer, but this is of course a very problematic position for the deer because you would have to lure them to your town center because you cannot build a mill on the stone here. So this is always a problem. So building some farms, especially when you're Teutons, building some farms early is actually a very good idea. Blue is now also on his way to feudal age. Very nice. Red is scouting the map. I hope we see some Teutonic Knight versus Boyar action. That would really make my day. That would be amazing. Oh, and red, very amazing. He's building a little bit of a house wall here. Oh, that is nice. That is really nice. Yeah, on this map it is difficult to wall. So if you want to wall, then you have to do it somewhere here. But here, keep in mind, there's a massive hole here. I hope he plugs that. And he is getting wheelbarrow already. Okay, and Blue's scout is living life dangerously. Red is not even thinking about garrisoning his villagers, just passing. Yeah, no problem. No problem. Red's idle TC time much lower than Blue's. And red just got these goats. These are now red goats. Come on, steal them. But that was probably just an accident. This is probably auto scout. And this was probably just a lucky accident that you found Blue's goats. Blue is going for man-at-arms. And he is already making militia. Alright, we're gonna see some early aggression in this game. Very nice. And that's also a lot of villagers on wood. Great position. Great job going forward, building a lumber camp here rather than, I don't know, here. Because there's not a lot of wood over here. And Blue is going for horse collar. What do we have here? We have a barracks going up for red. Alright. Yeah, probably to make some spearmen. Teutons get very strong barrack and stable units. Teutons only get scouts. They don't even get light cav. And also their cav units are very strong, very slow. But they do get 1 free additional melee armor in both Castle and Imperial Age. Come on, do something. Oh, jeez. No, 2 villagers are just standing there idle for red. This is not what you want. You want to set your... Okay, now they're building farms. All right, you want to have your rally point set somewhere so that they're... When they're coming out of the town center, that they're not just standing there idle. Blue will soon be housed. What is Blue up to? 8 men-at-arms now. And they're marching forward. And Red has nothing in defense. Aye. This is gonna be painful. The first villager is going down and the town bell has been rung. Red is on his way to Castle Age and he's panicking. He is getting the man-at-arms upgrade very quickly. And, okay, he's panicking up a watchtower. That's actually a great idea. Teutons can garrison 10 villagers in a watchtower. Here. Towers plus 5 garrison capacity. Yeah, and the town bell has been rung, but those men at... Oh, Blue, be careful, Blue. Be careful. Oh no, all the men-at-arms are going down to the TC fire. Oh, this is horrible, but now... Attack, yeah, attack. You can attack with villagers. You have enough villagers. And Blue has clicked on the watchtower. Is the watchtower even going down? Nope, he is not going down. The watchtower is on fire. Which is not great for the farms surrounding it, but... yeah, well, that very well played from Red, actually, despite ringing the town bell. But, okay. No problem. Very nice. And Red now has 1 man-at-arms protecting his base. This is the bodyguard. He is on the lookout for evil people coming along. Very nice. And he is now up to Castle Age. Very nice. What's he gonna go for? He does not even have horse collar. That is not great. And Blue is now also... He will probably panic when he saw that Red was up to Castle Age. And said, oh, I also need to go up to Castle Age. And he is getting stone mining. Red is getting handcart. This is a very nice looking tower. Red, you might... you can repair it, you know. It's not a waste of stone. He is building a monastery. Okay, I hope he's gonna get some relics here. This relic very, very close by. This relic pretty close by. And we have a fight. Blue is attacking Red's watchtower. By the way, watchtowers are huge on this map. Oh, and what's happening here? Okay. I missed this one. Red is building a barracks, and these men-at-arms are also attacking an outpost. Red is getting pikemen. Okay. Yeah, the pikemen upgrade is always recommended, sure, but you are playing against Slavs. Slavs are an infantry and thief civilization. I mean, of course, they have the Boyar, so you definitely want to be getting the pikemen up. Oh, gee. Oh, no. Oh, no. There was a hole. There was a hole. Oh, this is painful. This is painful. This fight's still going on, and Red is really making a pretty little side base over here. Very nice. This is what you do. This is how you do it. Very nice. He has outposts everywhere, but Blue has a lot of military production buildings. Yeah, get that lumber camp. Get that lumber camp. And Red just gathered his first relic. But he does not really have military. He has 2 long swordsmen. But does not even have any blacksmith upgrades. This is not looking good for Red right now. Both of them equal in score. Blue is ahead in resources collected. Yeah, farmers work 15% faster for the Slavs. And he has a lot of farms. He has 13 farms and he's building his second town center. Red only has one town center, and this is gonna be a problem. And these... this is not... Yeah, Red manages to kill one, but this is not looking pretty. Blue is going for bloodlines and chainmail armor. Red is getting Gambesons. Yeah, okay. Sure, no problem, but you need more. Long swordsmen, okay. I mean, Teuton infantry, Teuton barracks units, very strong. And Red is getting another relic. Okay, very nice. This scout is now going for the next outpost. Yeah, that's going to take a while, but no problem. Red's scout is still snooping around in Blue's base. Blue's not even thinking about garrisoning. Oh. Okay, now Blue recognizes that he's under attack, and yeah, this barracks is gonna go down, and... what else does Red have? Does Red even have any military production buildings? I cannot see any. He has this barracks over here. All the way over here, which is great. It's a nice, sneaky barracks. But yeah, he's panicking up another barrack over here. And another siege workshop coming up for Blue. Blue has 3 scorpions, a great addition for the Slavs, for the long swordsman. This is not looking great for Red, but Red at least has those 2 relics. That really makes a difference. And Red, please make more military production buildings. Make more barracks, make something. Or build a castle, preferably build... Do you have enough stone for a castle? Why don't you build a castle and then you can make Teutonic Knights? Teutonic Knights would be the play against long swordsmen. Long swordsmen tickle Teutonic Knights. And a castle is going up to defend Red's base from the attack. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, Blue, if Blue wants to do some damage, he better hurry. This villager's living life dangerously. But this long swordsman is coming in defense. And even the tower, the watchtower, the 110 HP watchtower is helping a little bit. The monk is also helping. The monk is healing the long swordsman. Oh, but Blue's units have looped around. They're trying to prohibit Red garrison some units in the town center. Red. And use the monk to convert a unit. Don't just heal. Red, now would be the time to put some villagers into the town center. Don't ring the town bell. Just put them in the town center so the town center shoots some arrows. Okay. Okay, the castle is up. Teutons get free murder holes. And Red has survived the attack. But Blue is massively ahead in villagers. 53 villagers versus 43. But Blue is not producing any more villagers. Red, however, Red is. He also has 2 town centers now. What is Red making here? He's Blue making here. He's making a university. Okay, Red actually plugged this hole, but now this is wide open. And okay, yeah. Red would really benefit from ballistics here. And he has enough stone for another castle. He really needs to put another castle in his base. This base needs to be protected. Villager versus light calf. And the light calf is going down, but so is the villager. But KD, very, very similar. Simply because blue did not pay much attention to his units. But blue has a lot of blacksmith upgrades, while red has none. Red has no blacksmith upgrades. He doesn't even have horse collar. He also does not have a lot of farms. He now has 10 farms in total. He does not have a lot of military. He's making battering rams. For what? Are you thinking about raiding? Okay, he is making a castle in the west to protect his little... I don't even want to call it a side eco because it's just a couple of stone miners. I don't know if this is so great. It's okay. You can build a castle here, no problem. But you really want another castle like here. Or here, I don't know, it doesn't... Or here, it doesn't matter. Anywhere in your base to defend a little bit. Because if blue's units come from here, then... Yeah, like this one, like the light calf did. Yeah, you need a little bit of protection on the side. And red does have enough stone for another castle, and he should really build one. And he should also build more town centers. I mean, this is a great little side eco. But why are you not making a town center like somewhere here, or preferably here? Like make it here, then you can get the stone, you can get the wood, you can build some farms around it, just to have a little bit of a side base, just in case. And blue has snagged a relic, but the monk is just completely mesmerized by the relic, standing there enjoying the view. This is why you want to make use of shift clicking. So that this doesn't happen. And blue is going up to Imperial Age. He's getting Town Watch. Okay, red is adding a lot more farms, but he still doesn't have horse collar. It is so cheap. 75 wood, 75 food. It is so cheap. And it would make such a difference. But red is making Teutonic Knights. Where are they? Okay. He's making them in the west, which is fine, but I would have preferred a few Teutonic Knights in his base just in case, to protect his base a little bit. And what are these villagers going to do? This one is still carrying 10 stone. Oh, he is very strong. He's just holding the stone in his hand. Very, very nice. Yeah, look at these bad boys. He's putting them in the rams. These are still just battering rams. I highly suggest getting the cap ram upgrade. It is very cheap. I think it's 300 woods, 300 food. What is it? Oh, it's just 300 food. Jeez, alright. Yeah, definitely get that. Yeah, and he is leading the charge. This guy is leading the charge. He is the commander. Okay, oh no. Blue is marching forward. He is attempting to build a lumber camp over here. Red is getting ironclad and scale mail armor. Finally, he has discovered his blacksmith. Oh, and the blue's villagers. Red does not have ballistics. Red does not have ballistics, but a lot of villagers going down for blue. Oh, this is painful. This is very, very painful. Yep. And here, red is destroying blue's town center. And blue does not know what hit him. He did not expect this. And a castle going up in blue's base. The Teutons have a very amazing unique tag that gives their castles +4 range. What's it called? Crenellations. Castles +3 range. I would highly suggest getting that. And that is a lot of... That is a lot of rams going for that castle. Oh, I don't think red is gonna make it. I don't think red is gonna make it. The Teutonic Knights are coming out. And look at their attack animation. Their new attack animation. It is amazing. This, I mean, that fight for red was not very amazing here, but look at this Teutonic Knight. This is the new attack animation from the Teutonic Knight. He used to put his sword back into his side every single time he attacked. He doesn't do that anymore. Oh, very nice. I love it. Oh, he looks so badass. And red is now also going up to Imperial Age. That will make his units even stronger. It will also enable him to get the aforementioned crenellations. And he is making more and more Teutonic Knights. This is a real problem for blue. But blue is attacking the castle. And the trap is protected by blue's castle. And blue has a lot of scorpions in defense. That is a very nice amount of scorpions. And red is going for another little side, I don't want to call it a side base, but a little side operation. Very nice. Yeah, red. It is great that you... Okay, red is using a mangonel to get rid of those scorpions. This is working flawlessly because blue is not really paying... Blue is not really attempting to micro his units. The castle for red is going down. But it doesn't matter. Red is now in Imperial Age. And we are seeing a Boyar. Teutonic Knight versus Boyar. Oh boy. The fight of the century. Teutonic Knight versus Boyar. This is what we want to see. Yes. Yeah, don't make knights, make Boyars. Although, I mean, Boyar's very expensive. A Boyar costs 60 food, 70 gold. A Teutonic Knight costs 85 food and 30 gold. But keep in mind, the Teutons can always make more farms. They get very cheap farms. They can always get more food. And the Teutonic Knight only 30 gold, while the Boyar costs 70 gold. Blue does have 2 relics though. So that is nice. But red also has 2 relics. Red is getting the cap ram upgrade. Okay, that makes quite the difference. That is great. And red should really stop making 200 swordsmen. He saw the Teutonic Knights on the field. And the Boyar is going down to the might of the Teutonic Knights. Red is an Imperial Age now, so he should consider getting the elite Teutonic Knight upgrade. Yeah, and the Teutonic Knights are going down to the Scorpions. Scorpions amazing against Teutonic Knights. Halberdier on the way for red. But red's base pretty much still intact. Pretty much untouched. Still doesn't have horse collar, which really bothers me. Still doesn't have ballistics. Still doesn't have many blacksmith upgrades. He got 1 blacksmith upgrade and then completely forgot about it. Blue is doing a great job building another castle to protect his gold. That is actually very... This gold is so important for blue. And blue has discovered red's little side operation here. Blue's traps, however, are unprotected. Red, use the Teutonic Knights to attack. Please use the Teutonic Knights to... Okay, yeah, the castle is falling. And it is going down. But blue is gonna lose his traps. So... This is still a painful loss for blue. Red did not necessarily need this castle, and he is building another castle. This is also a great position for a castle. Protects the stone, protects the gold, harasses blue a little bit from the side here. And right next to it, a siege workshop. Yeah, Scorpions also amazing against Halberdiers, especially when those Halberdiers have so few upgrades. Okay, Red actually got a few upgrades, but still not enough, not nearly enough. And yeah, Blue is frozen. He's only making Scorpions. I mean, the Scorpions are working great, but it's just regular Scorpions. Slavs do get the heavy Scorpion upgrade, so I highly suggest you get that. 750 wood, 800 food. He cannot afford it. Blue cannot afford the heavy Scorpion upgrade, but he is getting another castle. Blue seems to be very unsure as to what to make. But so is Red. I mean, Red also doesn't... I mean, he's making Halberdiers now. And, okay, he's making Mangonels. Mangonels are actually great. He's keeping them here in the siege workshop over here. That's actually great. He's also still... He's putting the Halberdiers in the capped ram. This is also fantastic. Very well played from Red. Red is doing incredible. And Red is actually stealing Blue's gold down here. Oh, that is very fresh of him. Wow. And Red is going for Cavalier, Bloodlines, and Iron Casting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, why not? But you don't have any armor upgrades for your Cav. Please get those upgrades. Otherwise, at this point, you can also just play defensively. You can outboom your opponent. Red is making another town center over here, but only one villager building it. He only has one TC left. This is not great. Blue is falling apart. Yeah. Yeah, these Boyars are strong. Boyars are absolutely crazy. 14 attack, 5 melee attack, 3 pierce armor. 5 melee armor, 3 pierce armor. And the Boyars going down. Halberdiers, of course, do bonus damage against Boyar. That is their biggest problem. And also, of course, their price. 70 gold is just... It's just crazy when you only have 2 relics and very limited access to gold. Then 70 gold is really a problem for you. And Red's base coming along nicely. Blue... if only Blue knew that Red's base is completely wide open, he could maybe make some light cav, snoop around here, loop around here. And Red has one cap ram causing havoc in the east of Blue's base. Blue has a very hard time rebooming, and Red is now making Cavalier with very few upgrades. But it doesn't matter. The Scorpion play actually works incredibly well, but you need to keep your Scorpions close to your castle. And this is an issue. This is a real issue. If this castle goes down, it's gonna be very difficult for Blue. Another trebuchet going down. Another Scorpion going down, and the town bell has been rung. This castle is being rammed down. This castle is being trapped down. It is not looking good for Blue, and Blue taps out. GG. Wow, that was a great game. Well played from both. Well played. Blue made 34 heavy Scorpion, 25 200 swordsmen, 8 Boyars. Red made 36 Halberdiers, 29 Teutonic Knights, 16 Cavalier. Let's check the statistics. Military, yeah, of course. In the end, blue was massively ahead. Of course, here look at resources collected for red, also higher, but that was mainly because he had so many villagers more in the end. Society, he also had his villager max was higher than blues. APM, oh, look at this. Red's APM consistently higher, which does not surprise me. Blue did not do a great job microing his units. He played well, but he did not really do a good job microing his units. At least he got some blacksmith upgrades. This is something that Red really needs to change. So Red played incredibly well. He knows how to do this. But he should have gotten more blacksmith upgrades earlier on. He should have also gotten horse collar earlier. I highly suggest getting ballistics. 300 wood, 175 gold. I mean, come on, it really makes a difference. I would also suggest getting crenellations. It gives your castles +3 range. It makes a difference, and here another castle would have gone up here. That definitely, if blue wouldn't have tapped out, this would have definitely sealed the deal. That would have been the game-ending castle. But apart from that, very well played from both. Guys, if you liked the game just as much as I did, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.